bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's the morning time. What's up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's the morning time.
What's up, party people? Good freaking morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? We got MP in the house. What's up, buddy? Crushing those points. Just destroying it. Dom Ruse, what's up, dude? Good morning, VDad's official. Caitlin, how you doing? No waffles today. She's bailing on us. She just came in to say hi on her way to Chicago. Well, that sounds way better. Good morning, Bukes. How are you doing? Oz in the house. What's up, buddy? J Rob, also in Chicago already? On your way to Chicago? Guys, have fun. Enjoy Chicago. Enjoy the V fam. Enjoy the meetups. Yeah, sounds like a blast for all of you. I absolutely just hated the Nationals. Just wasn't my scene at all. So was never gonna go. But kind of still jealous, right? There's still gonna be all the people, all the fun. It just felt really out of place. So it was never it was not gonna be in my cards this year. So we're enjoy it, have fun. Say hi to Ryan Turner. Ryan Turner is going to be my man on the streets. He has told me that he is going to make content for my daily dads. So any of you that are going that are parents or want to speak a little bit about parenting, give a little one liner, two liner, go find Turner and say, Dom told me that you wanted to talk to me. Yeah, National Comic Con is very overwhelming. Yeah, for me, it's not overwhelming so much, like it is, but it's more of interest. Like I think I would be way more interested in a convention surrounded by comics. I am a big Marvel Universe fan, so I think that would be very fun. I am not a sports fan at all, so or a thrifter shop selling. Like I don't like the selling, buying, trading situation. I am one day only for Comic Con. Okay, nice. Yeah, if it's close, you can do it, right? What's up, David? Good morning. So if it's close, then you could just do a 1 day hop. That makes sense. But from what I've heard, um, it's as many days as possible you can go. It's a very big thing. You can't see everything, can't talk to everyone, or really tour the whole place fully. I think you went with your boys last year, right? That just sounds crazy town for sure. Smell the maple syrup. Hey, yo, this guy. This guy wants some waffles in the morning. Does sounds good though. I haven't had waffles in a long time. Yep. Guys, I needed a break yesterday. Just got some stuff going on, a lot in my mind, a lot in my head. So I spent the time the whole morning just unloading all this brain fog into ChatGPT. Did a little like ChatGPT therapy, kind of like helping me work through some a situation going on. So sorry I kind of bailed on y'all. I didn't know the best way to say like where everybody would know that wasn't gonna do the show. So I just figured y'all know if 5:35 comes around and the show's not there, it's just most likely not happening, and, just needed a minute, so I'm good, I'm here. Yeah, thank you, buddy. MP reached out, people reached out, I'm good. Appreciate you all as always. It did one of the things that happened to me, not yesterday, but the day before is I was coming home and, like, within, like, I don't know, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, freeway gets locked down. Uh, Come to find out there was an accident, but lanes were still moving. Just people were just being stupid like they are when something like this happens. So I eventually finally get over to the right lane and I'm like so close to being out of the gridlock. So I go in the right shoulder to just get around like one or two cars. And next thing I know, out of nowhere, this cop just starts charging at my car, just yelling at me. Like, what are you doing, you effing moron? Like, and just like, I just like stop my car, roll down my window. I'm like, what's up, dude? Like, he's like, you can't drive on the shoulder. Go pull over onto the other shoulder. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, my bike's over there. You cross all lanes of traffic and go into the center shoulder. So he like made me like cross all the way over and um park in front of his bike and and receive a ticket. And he was so like loud and mean when he first saw me, but then he just rolls up and he's like, license and registration. I handed it to him. He sits at his bike for like 15 minutes, comes back, he goes, sign this, you're not admitting guilt, handle the ticket, bye. He had so much to say at the beginning, but then like didn't want to actually talk it out. All right, buddy, whatever. Should have just said channeling my inner MP. Yeah, that always works. No, he didn't even give me a chance to like say anything or explain or whatever. Like whatever. Apparently, you're not allowed to just like pass on the right shoulder. I mean, I see people do it all the time, but fuck it, like not when officer attitude is in the area. Tom, do not smell the napalm. Smell the maple syrup. Okay, yeah. Got allergies running because I cleaned a job site the other day using one of those giant leaf blowers. So just the dust and dirt and so everything just is buried deep inside of me and I cannot get it out. So gonna sound like this for a minute is what it is. Work's been challenging, but things have been going well. In the car with Tom. Tom, you can hear me? Tom, can you hear me? Or is Jay, do you have this on the headphones? What's up, Tom? Tom, look. Look what I got. I got this. Look at this fucking book that Tom sent me. Well, Tom sent it to Anne, Anne sent it to me. And to give you some context here, this is the Daily Dad book. So about the same thickness, generally, slightly bigger. But this is a series of comics. Very simply, there's my page. Well, that's how far I've written. That's how far I've gone so far. Whatever you want to call this. What is this? Third of the way, maybe? Essex County. Yeah, have you heard of it? Or you've probably just heard of Essex County, right? I don't know that you've heard of this comic, but you would like this part of it where I am. I'm in let's see, where's the scene? I'm reading about hockey. Dude, come on, camera. Stop being like that. So, yeah, if anyone's interested in this, Jeff Lemire, right? Yeah. Damn. Okay. MP, have you read this? Would you like to read this? This is like a set. I think it's like 4 or 5 of his books all in one set. And I'm charged with reading this and kind of giving, my take and my reviews on it to Tom and Anne, and then passing it on to another person. Pretty sure it's based in Canada. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Do you want me to I'll send it to you next. I'm supposed to send it to someone. They didn't give me, like, rules like it had to be, certain people or certain names, but if you're down, but then you have to read it and pass it on to the next person. This is Tom's book, right? And it doesn't say Library of Gervasio, but yeah, I'm gonna get through that. I'll get through that in the next day or 2. I'm like, it's a pretty quick and easy read. I'm trying to go a little slow just to like really pay attention and like soak it in, but I like it. I like it. It's very simple stuff. So thank you, Tom. Thank you, Anne. Uh, that's been a thing. So it was really cool. I had some downtime waiting for an inspector, so I just like put an hour into it, and it flows really nice. Yep, got pulled over, finished my insurance TPS report, so we're good there. Um, Went on this new prospect, thought it was going to be a thing, but then he sent me a weird message saying, "Oh, we're going to think about stuff, so that may not pan out." Um, my tattoo has been itching like a mother effer. Bentley has been in soccer camp the last like 2 days. No, not yesterday. Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday. And dude's like kicking like a beast now. So I don't know what happened, but we have like a little pop-up goal that we got him for Christmas, and we like kick in the living room essentially against the goal. And now this fool is like kicking hard. It's starting to hurt a little bit. Like mom is terrified to like be goalie against him. And then the ball is just like literally just bouncing off the drywall behind the goal, and then like going right back to him. Whereas before it would just kind of like slowly, flow into the net. So that's cool to see. It's cool to see improvement. It's cool to see him getting after it and doing what he does.
Time, do the reading!
It's time. It's time, guys. It's time to do some more reading. 2 days. Should I do 2 days worth of reading? You know what? I didn't prepare for yesterday. Yesterday was do not get in the way of their primal inclinations. Right. So this was primal inclinations was a word coined by author Robert Greene. Not 100% sure if that's true, but let's just say it is. So when your kids discover something that just almost feels like a natural or a primal inclination, as he describes, don't get in the way of that. Nurture that, stoke that, do whatever you can to, like, if it's something you don't understand, um, figure it out. Like, sit down with them, whether it be, I don't know, what would it be? Comics, art, soccer, anything. What are your kids into? Anybody got any kids into something that it just like hit or clicked, or you have no idea how they found it? Like maybe just randomly seeing a kid at school playing with something or doing something, and they were like, "Oh, I want to try that," and then it just like sparked. Try to think about my kids. Um, I don't know. Not quite sure. Bailey really got into cheerleading, like heavy and hard, and I don't know where that came from. She was in grade school and I think maybe tried out like a clinic or something like that and just really, really liked it. And ever since then, it's just been a force in her life. And discovered Jeff Lemire through Green Arrow comic. He was the artist for Volume 4 and thought the cover was insane. Carson is leading hard into baseball. Yeah. Mm. My wife has pushed the kids into swim, so I can't say swim. That's not a primal inclination. That's more of a wife push. Um, Bentley's going into, you know, basketball and soccer. So I still think that's more of us just like pushing him into trying something. We'll see. We'll see how that pans out. Brooklyn's definitely the one with art. Like with with us bringing up Bailey in sports more so, um, art was not really a thing in our house. Like obviously they do art in school and all that kind of stuff, but the way that that girl just kind of picks up a pen or a pencil and does stuff and learns and music and all that is just different. It's just way different than anything we've brought to the table. So, and it's lovely because it's so cool. Because I wish I could do like my wife and I say all the time, like we just wish we could draw and design things the way that you do, and it's just really cool, really astonishing. Throw away your expectations. Your responsibility is to encourage them to be who they are, not what you want them to do or wish they become. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Neither being pushed or forced, both things they want to do. Jackson has discovered a love for building, art, and video game development. Nice. I'm like, kid, you're 6. Calm down. Chill out. You got all the time in the world. It's cool to take stock of that though. Like I've been thinking about, my development over the years and my wife and I's marriage over the years and then our kids over the years. It's just like pretty interesting to like try to my thought would be like try to write it down somewhere because memory is a fickle thing. And just see how much your kids change and grow and where their interests change and grow. Some will stay with them for a really long time. Like I said, Bailey's been in cheerleading since I don't know, maybe 7, and it's cool to see it going for this long. All right, today's reading. This is always in their control, right? We got this 6, 7. I stopped myself from saying that. I hope you saw my brain um, take on that challenge. But yeah, I stopped it for sure. Today's reading is a really good one. Uh, maybe the best ever. This is a hard lesson to learn, a hard lesson to teach, but it is a core lesson in Stoicism. So Ryan brings this back a couple of times throughout the Daily Dad yearly readings, and it's the main Stoic lesson is control what you can control. And one of our biggest duties in daily life is to focus on what we control versus what we don't control, figuring out the difference, giving ourselves that different reframe or perspective, and in knowing that at like if we're going into the sports, you don't control how tall you are, how you're born, if you're born more heavy set or more slender. Um, you often don't control a lot of things about your life. You don't control the team you get put on, the coach you get, your teammates. You don't control who's your teacher, and if they're more an art-based teacher or a lecture-based teacher or whatever based teacher, if they give homework or don't give homework. So there's a lot of stuff that we don't control. It's very easy to focus on that and complain and say, oh, well, it's so hard because of this or whatever. We want to learn and we want to teach our kids to understand that get that through your head, like that you don't control that. So what do I control? I control my effort, right? Control the effort you put into something, how much you practice, how much you try to research and learn different ways to do something. Like I said, it's been just great watching how my kids utilize YouTube to learn the things that they want to learn because they'll come to me and be like, "Dad, I want to do this." I'm like, "I have no idea how to do that." "Oh, okay. Well, I'll go watch it on YouTube." After they get down a rabbit hole of stuff that they shouldn't be watching, they find what they need and they watch it and they learn. And it's really cool. Dad, I want to show you something. Let me show you what I just learned. I'm like, you just learned that like in 5 minutes on YouTube? That's crazy. So that's great. You control your effort, control your attitude, and you control your responses, right? The second two being how you respond to whatever it is that's outside your control. Um, that is what's in your control is how you respond, how you react, your attitude towards it. Are you gonna, spiral into like, woe is me, like I'm not the tallest kid, so I can't, reach the basket, or I can't, feels like it's so much further away from me, or I have short legs better for running? No, I don't think so. I think long legs are better for running, right? So not the fastest. Anyways, but you focus on your response, you focus on your attitude, focus on your effort. Yep, I was against YouTube for a while until I discovered parental settings. Yeah. Yep. Get in those parental settings, figure them out nice and early. Let your kids experience. I mean, there is a YouTube's Kids version, like a whole separate app called YouTube Kids. It has parental controls as well. Um, it just becomes difficult when they start to interact with friends and they're like, wait, you can't watch this. My son calls real YouTube, he calls it bad YouTube. So he's like, can I still watch bad YouTube? So that's a little funny thing in our house. Like, sure, you can still watch bad YouTube. What does it say about him? What does it say about us that uh, he still wants to watch it and we still let him watch something called bad YouTube? I don't know. We're just fantastic parents. That's all it is. We're parents for the kids. Um, Praise your kids' effort, preparation, resilience, and character. It says you care. Yeah, I know. I care so much about those little turds. So we're gonna the reading tells us like, and I think there was another reading a day or two. No, it was because I read this reading yesterday. Yeah. So instead of asking your kids, did you win? Did you place? Did you pass? All that kind of stuff. Um, which puts more emphasis on someone else critiquing and grading them and giving them, a place, or them competing against other kids who may just be bigger, stronger, and faster, or have had more practice, or have had more lessons. So instead of asking those questions, we want to put more emphasis on, did you do your best? Could you have done any better? What can you do to be better next time? And kind of leading our questions more along, as we said, the things that they control, their effort, their attitude, their response, their preparation, their resilience, their character. And then there was a line at the end of the reading, which, like we've said in the past, the last paragraph is always it's always the great ones, right? It always sums it up nicely, ties it with a bow before the page ends. And he said, we don't control the hand we're dealt, we control how we play it. So, little little card game poker TCG reference here. You don't control the cards that are next in your deck. You control what you're going to do with them. For all those people going out there and getting ready to play some V Friends TCG, I believe the tournament's tomorrow, right? Good luck, Tom. Good luck, Jay. I hope you guys crush it and go against each other in the finals. God, how great would that be? Like a Tom and Jay battle in the finals. Yeah. They're neither of them are probably playing, and they're already left. They're in the airport. They can't hear me anymore. But um, yeah, that would be cool. So you don't control what's the next card is. Just control your effort, control your attitude. So good stuff, right? Good reading today. Everybody like this reading? It's just me and MP just jamming out. Everybody else is driving, doing stuff. I understand. Got this. And then top it off with a Stoic lesson from the Daily Stoic Reading. MP, how are you liking the book? Are you vibing with it? Today's reading was on Stoic joy, the difference between joy, cheerfulness, happiness, those kind of things, and like real how they define it, Stoic joy, which is instead of feeling joy through success or like happy moments, whatever it is, just really falling in love and enjoy with life and everything life has to bring you, even and especially the challenges, the obstacles, the rude people, cops screaming in your face as you just drive politely in a right lane. Whatever, dude. Love you too, buddy. Have a great day. Um, I always ask, did you have fun? Did you try your hardest? You ask with an exclamation point. What is one thing you want to work on to get better at? Yeah, perfect. Perfect questions. It's almost as if you've read this book before or that you could have wrote it yourself. Yeah, yep. Doing good, man. We're all doing good. We're here to do good, figure out ways to do better, um, and just celebrate, right? Celebrate each other. Thank you, everybody. Clearly, English grammar isn't my strong suit. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's difficult, man. It really is. I when I was writing my novels to ChatGPT yesterday, it was astonishing. Whether I was speak to texting or typing, it was astonishing how many of those like little red squiggly lines were underneath words. Words are hard. Words are very hard. Sometimes it's easier to speak, but other times you still get tripped up. I'm like Kevin from use less word, same time. Yep, exactly. It's a true story. But yeah, man, I can literally feel my hair growing in my arm, like regrowing back. It is. You still messed up the quote. Ah, MP, it's Thursday though, dude. Did you know that? We haven't even talked about it. Yeah, it's itchy like fuck, bro. It's so bad. And you know what's funny is like my daughter and me are the same, right? Like it's itching. It's a little tender. Mine's not as tender anymore, but hers is. And my wife's just like, don't even realize it's there. Just feels like fuck you, honey. Like you're either way stronger than us, which she is, or you've just gotten so good at suppressing pain that your body, like all those little triggers and receptors and whatever, they just like don't even bother working anymore. Yeah, I should have put lotion on before I left the house. So today's gonna be a long day. I'm gonna be away from lotion. I also forgot the little the like sleeve that I bought to cover it for the sun out here. So I'm gonna have to wear this jacket, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I should have. I'm gonna have to wear this jacket or whatever all day, and I am going to be sweating because it has been very hot, very humid, very ridiculous out here at work. I'm just hoping for some cloud coverage so that I don't have to wear it as often, or I'll just be in the car all day. Fuck it. Just be in the car reading a book from the Library of Tom. Nah, the sun is okay for it actually. Well, I think they're supposed to go like the first week, like not letting sun on it, isn't it? This guy, he's just gonna be like, no, screw that. Do you even have sun out there? Vitamin C helps restore the skin. Yeah, but the sun is vitamin D. You're just telling me to go eat an orange, bro. Get your digits correct, sir. No sunburn is the issue. They don't want it peeling. Yeah, I know. Raw dog it. Dude, there was a just a funny random story about this. Fat finger problems. The one of the other podcasts that I listen to, the only one I listen to more than Is It Canon, and it's just because he comes out with way more episodes than Is It Canon, is Diary of a CEO. And he had this lady on and they were talking about vitamin D, um, like a lot. And so two things that are funny. The way that Stephen Bartlett and says vitamin, he says a vitamin, which just cracks me up every time. And then she started shortening it to just saying D. So throughout the whole episode, she'd be like, "We need more D. We got to get the D." Like, and so, A, you all know why that's funny, but there was a couple of times where she would say it so fast in a sentence, and he would be like, "Wait a minute, what's D?" Because he'd get confused because she just wasn't saying the word vitamin. So, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that she maintains that vitamin D should not be considered a vitamin. I think if I'm remembering correctly. So that's a funny podcast. Go listen to it and go learn more about the D. All right, y'all. I'm gonna leave you with that. Everybody learn more about the D. When a woman needs vitamin D, and then there's sunshine. But once your tattoo starts peeling, you're good to go. Just don't go sit in the beach or out. Dude, I'm having a pool party this weekend. I will. Um, it was like within the last week or so. Yeah. Yeah. And forward it to the wives. We all need to learn more about the D. All right, people. Thank you. Appreciate you all. I am off to work. Y'all have a great day. And then we'll be back tomorrow. Be back tomorrow for a special Friday show because they're all special, right? But maybe MP jumps up. I don't know. He hasn't told me anything. But you people have a great day. Amazing day. If you go to National, enjoy. Give everyone hugs, high fives. Go see Ryan Turner. He has questions for you. Go see Ryan Turner. Tell Tom and Jay that. They're not even here anymore. Damn it. All right, guys. Later.